Hello and welcome to the next video of my World's 2023 preview series where we cover PSG Talon from the PCS. They are the one seed from the region. Historically, they have been the strongest team from the PCS over the last decade, formerly known as Flash Wolves, then Talon Esports, and now PSG Talon. The last 3 years, the PCS 1 seed has not gotten out of group stage. Now with the new format, they are in play-ins. Keep in mind, in those group stage performances, every year they took a game, at least one, off of a major region. Uh, Last year, CFO only went 1-5, beating 100 Thieves from the LCS. But the years before, PSG took a game off of HLE, took a game off of JDG, took 3 games off of LEC teams. So they are legitimately a team that can definitely get out of play-ins. Like this is a squad that historically has found a way to be competitive against major region teams. Their coach is Corgi. Corgi is 10-15 in his career as a coach internationally, going to MSI last year and this year. Last year dropping out in Rumble stage, and this year didn't get out of play-ins. The average age of this roster is 23.8 years old. It's not a super young roster, except the top side of the Rift. Top side of the Rift has youth, the rest not so much. Ozzy in top side is 22 years old, had a 6.4 KDA, 8.2 CS per minute, 52.9 KP on his own, on an island. Very split push oriented, especially when you end up looking at the KP numbers for the rest of the team. He was not involved in nearly as much. 404 gold per minute is about 20.8% of the team's gold. 436 damage per minute, under 19% on his own, not dealing even 1/5 of the team's damage. On average, he was up 285 gold, 4 CS, 210 XP against other PCS tops, had 4 solo kills and 9 solo kills and 9 champions played in 31 games. So, slightly ahead of his lane opponents, stays on an island, tries to take down turrets and play split push. It just kind of is what it is. Internationally, he's played 10 games the past 2 MSIs. At MSI 2022, he played 1 game. And then this past one, he started going 4-6. In these 10 games, he has struggled internationally. Historically, PSG had Hanabi in top lane. Now it is Ozzy. And he had a 2.1 KDA, 7.6 CS per minute, 61.5 KP. He will need to be better in this tournament. 370 gold per minute and 364 damage per minute, so even less damage than he was getting gold. On average, though, down just under 200 gold. Even in CS, down 60 XP, 1 solo kill in 10 games, so he's not getting blown out at 15 minutes. Laning phase, he's holding his own. It's in the mid to late game. He just dies a lot and struggles. In the jungle, you have Junjia. Junjia is the youngest player on the team at 21 years old. Technically, I believe he's a world champion based on 2021 EDG as a sub. Could be wrong. Obviously, he didn't play games, so he doesn't have a skin or anything, but I do wonder if that is the case. Had to move the microphone. He had a 6.2 KDA, 5.9 CS per minute, 80 KP. They fight when Junjia is involved. 4 out of every 5 kills. And you will realize that is not only for him. This team, Woody and Junjia, kind of hold down the fort. 367 gold per minute and 367 damage per minute. This is about 19% of the team's gold and 15.5% of the damage. On average, Junjia gaps PCS junglers at 15 minutes, 490 gold. So every time he's even, next game he's up 980 gold, which is a big deal when it comes to junglers. 6 CS, 330 XP, 3 solo kills, 12 champions played in 31 games. Nobody else on the team reaches double digits. Internationally, he's 4-5. This past MSI where they didn't get out of play-ins. He had a 3.2 KDA, 5.9 CS per minute, 70.8 KP. I thought he was PSG's best player at the event. 354 gold per minute, 341 damage per minute, and on average, in play-ins, he was up over 300 gold, 13 CS, and 270 XP against those other junglers. Junjia, that's gapped. That's gapped. Just frankly, just completely smoked the opposition. So another thing with PSG that I should mention, they're only one of two teams. We went over GAM, PSG or the other, that made a roster change since MSI. They've added Maple in mid lane. Yes, Maple played for TSM. He played for He didn't play for Anyone's Legend, did he? Was it Anyone's Legend? Weibo? Anyone's Legend. Yeah, it was Anyone's Legend. He played in the LPL a bit. World class. Latter part of his career. He's 26 years old at this event. But he is one of the best minor region players ever. 7-8 KDA, 8-9 CS per minute, 69 KP. Upon his return to the PCS, there's an argument to be made that he immediately went to the top, if not the second best player in the region in mid lane. 440 gold per minute is 22.6% of the team's gold. 693 damage per minute. That's 30.4% of the team's damage and leads the team in damage. He joined and immediately became the carry. On average, up 230 gold, 3 CS, 85 XP, 8 solo kills, only 7 champions played in 31 games. That is a bit concerning. Internationally, he's 51 and 55. Yes, 106 international games. Worlds 2013 and 2015 out in quarterfinals. 2016, 17, 18, and 21 out in group stage. What does that mean? He has never been kicked out in play-ins. MSI 2016, 17, 18, and 21 semifinalist. That means he finished better than one of the major region teams at every MSI. And that's a big deal. Like, Maple, it was world class. He is still world class. An excellent player. That's at the tail end of his career now. In these 106 games, he has a 3.3 KDA, 8.5 CS per minute, 68.5 KP. Very standard. Fits right in. 389 gold per minute, 513 damage per minute. On average, slightly behind 36 gold, 4 CS, 135 XP, and had 38 solo kills in 106 games. You also have to keep in mind, these stats date back a decade. So a decade ago was a very different game than it is now. And still stood the test of time. His opportunity with TSM was nice to see just because, frankly, he is a major region talent. 80 carry, we have Wako, 25 years old, 7.7 KDA, 10 CS per minute, 68.9 KP. You're going to notice not many players on this team die. They play very LCK style, slow and steady. Build your leads in the early games purely just by being better. And that's kind of what they do. 478 gold per minute is 24.6%. 674 damage per minute is 29.3%. Like I said, Maple they both carry. It's 30% versus 29%. But there are a lot of teams where you wouldn't even think the mid laner is even close to the 80 carry. So this team does have a different vibe to it. On average, he's up over 450 gold, 4 CS, and over 200 XP at 15 minutes, 2 solo kills, 8 champions, 31 games. Internationally, he is 6 and 14. Worlds 2019 out in group stage, 2022 out in play-ins, MSI 23 out in play-ins. In these 20 games, he had a 2.2 KDA, 9.6 CS per minute, 63.5 KP, 439 gold per minute, 579 damage per minute. You cannot take away from the fact that Wako finds a way to get his shots in, deals damage, tries to make things happen. You can't say that about a lot of 80 carries on these minor region teams at this event. 166 gold is the Diffie at 15 minutes. So he's actually ahead in gold. Down 3 CS, barely any XP, 4 solo kills in 20 games. Alongside him, they have Woody. Woody is 25 years old as well. 6.3 KDA, 78.9 KP. Like I said, very high KP. He and Junjia making things happen. 334 vision score per minute. On average, places 8 to 9 wards every 5 minutes. A control ward every other minute. Clears 2 wards every 5 minutes. and 7 champions in 31 games played. Internationally, he only played this past MSI, going 4-5. 2.6 KDA, 71.1 KP, 2.67 vision score per minute, places 8 to 9 wards every 5 minutes, a control ward every other minute, but clears 1 ward every 4 minutes in those games. Vision, obviously, internationally, you're playing tougher bot lanes, so not as boosted vision score numbers. This team certainly is the pick to join the, LCS or LEC 4 seed in play-ins, right? And logically, the PCS is in that conversation. It's PCS or VCS as the next best region, right? Which is the best minor region. And if you look at the entirety of League of Legends history, it is the PCS, and it's because of this team. It's because of, way back when Taipei, obviously winning Worlds at one point. But historically, it's just the PCS. So PSG winning wouldn't be a shock. It is the standard pick. Maple, it would be nice to see him get to Worlds after starting with TSM and kicking around a bit the last couple of years. And I think that Junjia is world class. He should be on a major region team. I think EDG kind of casted him off and screwed him. Otherwise, I could have seen Junjia on an LPL team this past year. I even think I read rumors that Junjia was capable, could have went to Astralis or even somebody else in the LEC, but didn't end up doing it. So I do wonder what happens now after this year, because I thought he played excellent. Obviously, 4 out of 5 kills KP is insane, but we'll see. So thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, like it, subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a YouTube supporter, and I hope to see you again tomorrow.